Welcome to The Explainer. So, if you spend your days fielding inquiries, managing accounts, or, let's be real, troubleshooting for that one client whose router is down and they are absolutely convinced it's a personal vendetta against them, well, you know that your mindset is literally your most valuable asset. Today, we're unpacking a masterclass framework designed to help you completely master that composure. Okay, let's dive straight into this. I really want you to think about this question. How do you actually stay calm during a tough customer call? Because let's face it, customer service is inherently stressful. The phone rings or that chat window pings, and you have absolutely zero idea what kind of mood is waiting for you on the other end, right? They could be confused, frustrated, or just downright angry. It's a high-pressure environment by design. So how do we fix it? Well, the training document we're looking at today sets up an ultimate overarching goal for anyone in this field becoming the calm and composed inbound service professional. Now, this is not just about, surviving a rough shift or gritting your teeth through a tense call. It's about embodying a very specific professional archetype, a pro who can navigate totally high-pressure situations without absorbing all that chaos around them. And to get you to that level, the text leans into a super transparent constraint, which is honestly what makes this whole framework so effective. It promises exactly 5 critical techniques to maintain your calm. Just 5. It's not giving us fluffy advice like, just take a deep breath or think positive thoughts. No, it points to a definitive tactical toolkit of 5 specific defense mechanisms for when you're right in the heat of the moment. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is one very specific word, and that word is any. The source explicitly states these techniques are built to keep you calm and composed for any interaction with the customer. Not just the routine stuff, not just the super easy billing questions. Literally any interaction. This toolkit is basically your universal shield, prepping you for the totally unpredictable nature of inbound service. But here's where it gets really good. The text doesn't just leave you in the immediate heat of the moment. It makes this brilliant pivot from the micro to the macro. It contrasts the tactical stuff, those 5 immediate techniques acting as your shield, with a much broader, long-term strategic framework. Because surviving a rough call, that's just a tactic. But continuously growing and developing as a professional, that is the strategy. And to explain how we actually achieve that long-term growth, the text introduces a really powerful concept. It's an acronym, KSAH. Let's pause for a second and let each of these words really land. Knowledge, skills, attitude, and habits. This right here is your core strategic framework. You are not just some random voice on the phone, you are the sum total of these 4 specific attributes. So let's break down exactly what these 4 pillars represent, because these are the specific areas you have to master over your career. First up, knowledge. That's the raw data, what you actually know about the product or service. Then, skills, your practical ability to navigate systems and communicate that knowledge. Attitude is your internal emotional baseline, basically how you show up. And finally, habits. Those are the automatic routines you rely on day in and day out. Now notice the specific modifier the text attaches to these pillars. The goal isn't just to have knowledge or to have skills. The source explicitly says you must continuously develop better versions of these traits. Better knowledge, better skills, better attitude, better habits. It's an active, ongoing mandate. You literally have to outgrow the professional you were yesterday. Let's move on and see how this builds into an actual engine for your career. Think of this KSAH framework not as some static checklist, but as a continuous, ongoing loop. Step 1, you acquire knowledge. Step 2, you build your skills. Step 3, you shift your attitude. And step 4, you form new habits. Right? It's not just a one-and-done lesson from your onboarding week. It's a totally repeatable cycle of improvement that keeps you sharp and, most importantly, composed. The training manifesto puts it exactly like this. Be able to continuously develop better knowledge, skills, attitude, and habits as an inbound service professional. So the crucial point is this. Keeping your composure on a stressful call isn't just some magic mind trick. It's the direct result of your dedication to this continuous development loop. The stronger your KSAH is, the easier it's going to be to deploy those 5 critical techniques when the pressure really ramps up. So I want to leave you with a question directly from the framework we've just unpacked. Which part of your KSAH needs the most continuous development today? Like, is it your product knowledge? Maybe your communication skills, your baseline attitude before you log in, or maybe it's just your daily habits. Figuring out your weak spot is the very first step toward true composure. Once you dial in your KSAH, you'll be perfectly positioned to seek out and completely master those 5 critical techniques for absolute calm. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep continuously developing.